Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here and another video of my own to commentate over. We're up to my Christmas special video. This video, I actually had to extensively plan before this because I wanted to visit the YTR, thing whilst it was quote unquote in winter. And, the texture pack the texture pack was old and it didn't match Boopland, so I had to get DeShaney, who at the time was starting to make textures and all that, to make the texture pack for me. Credit to him, because without him this video wouldn't exist. And also, this video has more dislikes than it does likes. 9 likes over 11 dislikes. The only reason that is because this was 2013. At the time of 2013, the people were starting to get more and more aware of what Starman 3 was doing, since this was around the time that he began to act really, really stupid. Of course, I was not aware of this at the time. So, any video related to including Starman 3 or the YTR would basically be downvoted. So, this is just people who don't even enjoy the subject matter of the video. No, not that they don't like the video, they just don't like the subject matter of the video. Which is stupid, because you're allowed to not like it, but dislike it for other reasons. Are my shots bad? Do I have extremely poor shots? Poor editing? I'm sure I have poor editing in here, but disliking the video is not going to help me, okay? Also, this video took quite a bit to release because this was in December of 2013 and it released on the 23rd. Let me just black screen. In 2013, my computer received a virus. A virus that I don't know if I downloaded it from somewhere, but I had no idea. The virus was that Explorer.exe, the process that monitors your taskbar and the icons on your desktop, would repeat itself. There would be multiple Explorer.exes. Now this is normal if you're pressing open in a new window, so that's not a concern for me with that. But constantly, even without my input, even if I just started the computer up and I'd done nothing, Explorer.exe, quote unquote, would start up over and over, and it would start sapping all of my CPU. For literally no reason. What would also happen is, in my volume mixer, there was a special volume slider with Windows Explorer as the thing, as the program, and it was constantly on mute. If I were to so listen to it, which I did at points, I would be listening to a bunch of advertisements for random things. It would automatically mute itself after a period of time, and it would come up with a different ad if I so touch the slider again. So that virus was affecting me at the time that I created the video. However, I'm not a complete idiot, and I knew what was going on. So I saved everything onto a hard drive, including this particular video. This particular video was completely safe, and the only reason I couldn't release it was because I didn't have Sony Vegas to render it with. Once I got Sony Vegas and everything back, I rendered the video and properly released it, which was the day I got my computer properly back. So at the time, this video was made very, 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 very early in December, and I had this big break starting from about the 15th of December to eventually leading up to the 23rd because I had that virus. So this video kinda is a bit outdated in some of its views, especially since this is made in 2013. I wanted to release it close to Christmas, but not on Christmas. I was worried I was going to release it on Christmas and have it be extremely worrying, since I sent my computer off for a week, it didn't get fixed, and then I sent it off for a day, and then it got fixed to someone else. Yeah, whoever the hell was fixing it before is a complete douchebag. Anyway, enough of the explanations, and on to the video. 480p! Yeah, I have really terrible quality in these videos, as no doubt evidenced by the square. Anyway, back to the video. That was my new other intro, which is really weird. This is a common thing among me and people I tend to meet on the internet. There's not very many countries in the Southern Hemisphere that have access to the internet, aside from Australia and New Zealand and maybe a couple others. Point being, mostly everyone on the internet is usually accustomed to how their way of seasons works. Basically, here's how it works. The YTR world is basically America. My world is basically Australia, quote unquote. But it's not actually either one. It's just the weather is an indication of such. Down here, when it's around Christmas in Australia, most people are accustomed to snow and the cold, and you know, Christmas is usually advertised with Santa himself, in terms of advertising, is shown with a coat. People wonder why he isn't hot to the brim down here. Because down here, when it's near Christmas, it's in the middle of summer, not winter. So Christmas is actually fairly hot down here. People would find that alienating. Oh my god, you have a hot Christmas? But that's something that even in YTR I had difficulty explaining to people at the time, because everyone's so used to their Northern Hemisphere ways, and even the fact that it's still advertised as winter down here too, but it's not winter when it's Christmas, it's summer down here, so I had to make that connection. The entire video is about the winter though, because I hang out with the YTR, so I'm fairly aware of the whole winter thing. Parallel, because the weather parallels that of my real life, basically. Even in my winter, it never snows. It's just very cold. And very slightly darker at times, but like, there's never any snow here. At all. There's only one area in Australia that I think there's snow in, and that's like really far away from here. So yeah, I live a weird life. So I'm gonna tell the audience about that. Even though I experienced it in the video, I've never experienced it in real life. There was probably one point in my life where I did, but I don't even remember it because that was probably when I was a kid, a baby, pretty much. whole video is basically, I need to see the cold part of winter, so I'll do it in a video instead of actually doing it in real life. I'm a sad person. I'm talking about the video where Starman 3 released the Christmas special. That's what I'm talking about. I saw it like that once, but I never actually went, quote unquote, because I didn't make a video about it. Because I didn't make videos at that time. Also, yes, they're just staring at each other. Credit to DeShaney. I think I put it in the... Yes, I did credit it, and I gave a download link too. Also, Starman 3 released Christmas Special 4 at the time, which I still haven't commentated over as of this video's recording. I tried to make my videos have continuity. But it's really hard to link to his videos when they're so broken as they are. His videos are only in the current time, so... yeah. I wanted to make a loose connection in case he did not even care. Has evidence by your background. By the way, this is a thumbnail for the video, since it pretty much emphasizes what this video is about. In story, this is supposed to take place a few days before Christmas, which was why I was so adamant on not releasing it on Christmas Day, because I did not want it to seem as if it was released on Christmas Day. I wanted it to be like either 21 or 24 or any of the days in between. Nothing, not the actual day. And that was bad because my virus was being a douchebag at the time. It's weird because she was staring at me a second ago and now she's just staring ahead. I imagine her head moved off screen, pretty much. I'm sorry if I didn't contextualize that. He's talking about his rivalry, quote unquote, between him and Starman 3. And Starman 3's agreeing because that's the point. Not really contextualized, he's laughing because of the rivalry. Yeah, that's completely pointless, but I guess it shows more characters. Both of them are acted kid-like at the time. So that's why we say this. Yeah. He is trying this time. He hasn't really said much this whole time. That's supposed to be a stare because Starman 3 doesn't trust him. Fawn had a character at the time, and his name was Yip. Yip is a Yoshi, who has a rainbow thing around his body, and different shoes. You'll see him, yeah, he's like that. She gave me his sprite. This was around the time we were beginning to use sprites for characters that didn't have a proper thing. The only reason I don't want to use the 3D models now is because even if I could recolor them, it's because one, I don't know what texture pack I could probably do with them, and two, I can't do the same shot the masking shots with the model swap. So I'd still be using sprites even today. So a lot of people find that jarring because it's a 2D picture on a 3D world. But I just use my imagination with that kind of thing. I'm saying that softly, like, yeah, yep. What the hell? And my internet just randomly cut out. What the hell? Good thing I paused it before the video just suddenly destroyed itself on me. Sorry about that. Some of the others, which are all the YTR members at the time, I tried to include all of them in this video, and it ended up going really terribly. Now, how did I do that, you ask? There's a trick Brandon told me. He used it when masking characters with a water backdrop behind him, since water is fairly... if the water's always moving, so it's always weird if it's, you know, not moving. So he told me of an editing tool in Sony Vegas called Feather, where you can sort of create this weird blurred effect around the mask, which subdues some of the harsh edges that you're creating around the character. So when I jumped into the painting, I used that to make it seem as if both of us jumped in the painting at the same time. So credit to Brandon for that trick. These were the people that were the closest to me, so I went to this place specifically. And I was very close to a lot of people at the time. You can't see it, but he apparently crashed into Smas. And of course, because they're not all one character line thingies, I decided to make Matt speak again. These are all people who were very close to me at the time. Mario Star, Luigi Fan, Matt, Cyrus, Smus, Bren, all of them. So essentially what we're seeing is them flying up in the air, pretty much. Also, yeah, D-Shany, what the hell is this texture? I know that they're supposed to face the camera all the time. The hats just look really weird. Yeah, Luigi Fan wasn't there and he just randomly, oh, I'm here. Race to the top of the mountain, basically. I'm doing a whole bunch of transition scenes. I sped it up because it's gameplay footage. And that's why. These are all the characters in this area. Of course, that's all sped up. Also, Akin doesn't know that I'm in the other area, so he's saying lots of people too. If it was Salmon 3, he would have Akin would probably have a complete idea of everything that happened in the previous scene, even though he wasn't there. But this is me we're talking about, so that's why. CD-ROM was very inactive at the time, so he was still a friend, but you know, I put him in this area. By the way, that red guy is supposed to be, I think, King Astalis. But he was only in the group for like the shortest period of time. Yoshima was saying that commonly at the time. Also, yes, I custom colored that sprite. And I think I custom made it too. Because Yoshi's Island DS sprites are a head and a body. I had to randomly just surgically put it on. As of now, though, I think that sprite is fixed properly. That's the two hunters. Here's Lance. Lance is supposed to be landing on top of CD-ROM, so yeah, that was kind of weird. Use your imagination with these things, but this is what I imagine them doing. Also, yes, apparently they're viewing all of that. Why am I saying where? I'm not even here. Akin brought the potion again. I'm serious. Yeah, he wasn't gonna act stupid, yeah. That's why I had Salmon 3 glare before. She saw him bring out the potion, but I didn't show it in the video. Just assume he brought it out of his pocket. Because Womp's Fortress is similar to that of the other levels, I can also do the same thing. Just assume they're watching him fly around in circles. Also, yeah, between King Astalis and Super Luigi, let me just go back to there. Right here, that was extremely hard to mask. I'm pretty sure there's like a line of cutting there, but you can barely see it. Because the potion, yep, because the potion. Super Luigi's known a lot more since the birthday gift video. Yeah, I think the sprite is much better than the other ones. Hunters was saying derp commonly at the time. I wanted CD-ROM to think he was chasing him. But I wanted him to fail. That was the point. All this time I was using a reverse version from YouTube. This time I'm actually reversing the Wingcap song recorded from SM64. Yeah, I looked up Wingcap reverse on YouTube and it happened to exist, so... But I use my version because it's of better quality. CD-ROM failed. Also, yeah, they're just imagine they're around in the background because I can't mask that. I can't mask if someone's directly behind him, and I think Super Luigi was right here, and Cool was right here, and Yoshima was like right here. So yeah. She has no idea what the potion is. Now she does, but you know, he's gone crazy. At the time, Hammy and Bartman and Bryn in the group would call themselves, well, I think it was coined by Simon 3, the British Brothers, because there were 3 British people, and they were, there were 3 of them, and Simon 3 has 3, the brother. Bryn was the British Mario, Bartman was the British Luigi, and Hammy was the British Alberto. Of course, this is obviously based around Simon 3's fan and not, you know, the actual real canon. It was just a common nickname that was happening. Also, I hate this, the fact that the water's moving, but I couldn't do anything about it. It's not actually water, it's ice, that's why. And it's actually very weird on the surface of there. That's Illison. I've made a really dumb mistake here. That's Nintendo 4, and he hadn't been included in a video beforehand, so I was going to include him on a video now. Also, they're saying they can meet Bryn later, at least in between Bartman and Hammy's scripts. I don't remember his name. I think that was Sweet Boy. Actually. Yes, I do remember his name. But, remember, this was made, I think, before December 23rd, obviously. But far, far before I actually released it, so that was when he was in the group. It was that month when he left practically the internet, so I have no idea where he is now. Sinbad was already there, which is why I hate the fact that this is moving. That took a long time to film, by the way, because the surface of that water is extremely weird. There's a reason I didn't include Enzo in the beginning bit, and that's because of this very place right here. Also, he had no motivation while recording that line, and I still feel regret for not telling him to act more encouraging in that way. Because he sounds so monotone here. Damn it! It's icy water. That was part of the script. The monotone works here, not for the yay water, which is his quote. We're backing off. Well, they're backing off. You can tell it's reversed because of the fact that it's going left instead of right. I wanted Nintendo 4 to run off, but as you can see, the surface of the water is clearly disagreeing with me. That's Pitchy. Pitchy is one of Enzo's friends who was in the group for a period of time. Remember when he was in that other video of Simon 3's? Yeah, that's why I included him here. Give him more screen time. He's gonna appear in CIF soon. CIF is the abbreviation of the custody visibility frames. That's X-Dead. Also, this part of the color code, the brown overalls, I made that because at the time his avatar was that of his overalls were brown instead of orange because, quote unquote, he looked like a pumpkin. Dude, even if you're not watching this video, I have no idea how you think that makes you look like a pumpkin. White, red, and blue aren't exactly pumpkin colors. Okay? I would imagine purple or black, or maybe even green or gold, making you look like a pumpkin, but these colors, how would it make you look like a pumpkin? So I changed it because I wanted it to fit his avatar, and he was like, oh, yay! I'm very grateful for you doing this. By the way, he did not ask for that. I did that on my own. I gave the picture to him and he made it his avatar, and I'm like, no, that's not meant to be your avatar. I'm just saying that I made that color code for you. And he's like, oh, well, thanks. It's meant to be complete random. It's supposed to be complete randomness, and they're quite sensible, so. By the way, here's the obligatory Mario Dylan appearance. If you can't see that, it says Christmas, oh my god, 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 Christmas is soon, hooray, and a bunch of happy faces. The fact that there's no spaces is supposed to make him seem random because he's saying it very fast. Well, there's spaces between the lines, but I can't. I have to do that. It's a video. Everyone's inside, by the way, so they have no idea Blue's here. I can't wait for Christmas, he walks inside. Yeah, he's just meant to walk away at that point. So I was following the trope of he only appears in Christmas specials too. But the thing is, he only appeared around that time like once, I believe. Because I like music syncing, and I wanted to replicate the experience of Christmas Special 3. It's the new Super Mario Bros. Theme, and I've music synced it up to every character in this video. By the way, this is not this is like a bunch of actors playing in like a thing, so yeah. Obviously a bunch of gameplay footage just synced to the music, so yeah. If you weren't watching this video with music, this bit would be really, really weird. By the way, Yip is slightly smaller because I imagined Yoshimo being bigger than him. By the way, there are a bunch of people. I don't remember who that blue guy was. There was a whole bunch of people, that's Beatmax by the way, that are in this specific bit that weren't in the rest of the video. They were YTR members that I needed to put in because I needed a part for the song. That's Easy. At the time, he was in the group, and he was making a game or something. Starman3 was really obsessed with him for like the longest period of time before he then abandoned him. He stayed in the group for a long time, probably out of inactivity because he didn't want to leave. But I'm pretty sure he's elsewhere now. I know he's still somewhat active making his game, but you know, he's on his own path now. I repeated some of the people in this video. It's the same order from earlier in the video. Everyone thought that was weird, and me now is no exception. Which I assumed Starman 3 special would take place on. Hinting! Which, it's his video, so. Yeah, I meant to do that. That was the point. Their shots were really hard to do. Far later. This is me when usually recording this kind of shot. Yeah, that's me jumping to make sure he spazzes. Now for the outtakes of me stuffing up when recording. These are actual stuff ups, by the way. I script these on the spot. Yeah, I sometimes make it seem as if they're trying to say the line that they failed to do. As if they're actors. So, yeah. In this part of the video, every character is an actor. That was not good. I wanted him to fly off. Moon jumping is such a horrible feat. I didn't want to make it seem like I was moon jumping down either. And making X-stairs run in circles, because of the way the surface of the water is set up, since you're not meant to walk on it, you're meant to swim in it, is extremely difficult. I wanted him to run around like this, but it's too far away from the shore. Oh yeah, I wanted him to run into a wall, basically. But if I made him run into a wall, as seen here, the water would just slide me down as if there's some massive hill there. That's part of the music video. He's far too close. See you all, have a good day, peace, and I'll see you in my New Year special, which I made that year too. Well, you know, in 2014.